Hey everybody, Carl here. Welcome back to Trails in the Sky, second chapter, where we are enjoying the city of Grancel, where we in the last one got a request to save a missing child. Said child has been saved, and then we promptly sent her off into the city with Tita since her parents are gone. But the rest of us adults have proper work to do. We are scouring the city today. We have several places to check out. We're gonna hit the liberal news. We gotta go to the castle, check out the embassies, and we got just the right party for it. Welcome back. Well. It all begins here on the south block. We're gonna do some talkies, and when we stop by the prerequisite areas, we will do some questies. Let's begin by getting some ice cream, I think. Welcome. How about a delicious crepe? Oh, Tita's not here. She's probably having crepe PTSD. But Troy caught up at least. That's something.
I'm a little embarrassed, you guys. I'd rather it was something tasty, not medicine.
Wait, what are we talking about? Dick, tell me.
Is that non-aggression packed some kind of medicine? One way or another, it doesn't sound very yummy.
Yeah, I'd be embarrassed too.
If you're lost, you can just ask me. I'm a born and bred Grancel boy. The Calvardian embassy is in the south end of the east block, and the Erebonian embassy is straight north of it. Grancel Castle is even farther north of the north block. The liberal news is in the south part of the west block. The roads are pretty narrow, so make sure you don't get lost.
You don't have to tell me about the layout of Grancel, my dude.
You know the Imperial and Republican ambassadors? I've seen the pair in public before, but they both seem like they very much have their own idiosyncrasies.
When I heard that the Queen was ill, I thought I'd fall over where I was. Does that Colonel Richard man have any shame?
What a loser. I forgot the money I set aside for change at home today. That caused a bit of trouble for my customers. Yeah, my life's been nothing but a parade of misfortune. Poor guy. When will things ever look up for him?
Apparently, Tom at the factory had a fight with the manager, Zacharias. I'd heard they always kind of gotten along poorly, but...
Oh, well that's spicy. We'll be by.
You just ate, didn't you? I'm so full, I don't want to think about anything.
What should we eat for dinner? Yeah, people who ask what you should eat for dinner as you're having lunch. What do I look like? I got two stomachs? I don't.
That foul coup d'etat was unfortunate, but thankfully nothing awful came of it. I hope the non-aggression pact signing ceremony ends on a high note. I'm sure we'll be all right now that Brigadier General Bright's back with the Royal Army.
Indeed. Now, your blood pressure could start acting up again. You take a seat and wait. I'm gonna put on some tea. Aw, she's so caring. You got yourself a steal, a good catch. Speaking of a good catch, the Fisherman's Guild.
A non-aggression pact binding these three countries? A very powerful sounding idea. The time will come for we, the Fishermen's Guilds, to open branches in the Empire and the Republic. When that time comes, we hope to proudly represent our values on an international scale, like you bracers. It's my little ambition.
Dude, next game, Trails in the Ponds. It's just fishing. It's just fishing. Thinking about it, it was really terrible on us during the coup d'etat. Day after day of incredible fishing weather, we were forbidden from going out at night. To us, it was like torture. Yeah, you sure had it hard.
Fishing is a fight with nature. Even if you use every bit of your talent, it's common for things to not go as you think. That's what's so great about fishing.
You're a weird man, Lloyd. But you're enthusiastic about something. I can appreciate people who have a hobby, a strong interest. I had a big fight with Tom. Lately, he's been fixing and hasn't helped around here at all. He keeps doing that even though getting customers to buy replacements would lift sales. It's practically like paying him to lose business. Ah, okay, I see how I love seeing people smile when they get back something important repaired. Why doesn't he understand that? Yeah, balancing business with like customer service. Alright. Well, I hope they figure it out as I go to Weiss Arms and Guards.
Maybe it's because the signing ceremony's near. It seems as if the city's a lot more lively.
That's just because I'm here. Everybody's just excited to have me. Hello?
The non-aggression pact. I don't know the details, but peace is best, of course. I hope our weapons are only used to fight monsters.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna use the rocket launcher for. Monsters. Let's make sure we also get the salamander for Olivier. We didn't buy these the last time we were here. And we already got the heavy cestus. It truly is the bestest. Let's equip him right here. What else can we get on you? Something fun. Do you want a soft knit cap, Olivier? You'd look great in that. You Zin. We got Excel gear. I'll give that to you. For free even. Will prevent faints. Should we give him a cattail? Nah, let's not give him a cattail. It's not that kind. I don't want to be confused. Just gonna put something on him. Not think too deeply into it. Maybe Olivier should get some quartz. I'm just throwing it out there. Sure, confuse sounds good. Defense 3. Ooh, I could... Okay. Could I maybe get Earthwall with him? I probably could. I'm gonna need some space. So, Eagle Eye. I believe we're gonna be swapping out party members quite frequently in this chapter. Which is gonna be interesting. I'm actually gonna do EP cut 1, and then I need... I actually want Petrify, but I suppose I don't... Who has Petrify? Oh, Kloe has it. He has defense mutes. But I can't just take it from you. I mean, I guess I could. Olivier, you want this? You want this quartz right here? Because I'm just going to remove that. We're going to be swapping people in and out. There we go. Earth wall on Olivier. So that's something. Mind. Just like that. And do we do an HP? We'd probably do a cast. Cast would probably be a good idea here. Okay. Unfortunately, this means that our buddy boy Zin is without one of his quartz. He has a defense 1. That's fine. He's a strong man. He can handle on his own. Maybe we do a bit of evade, impede. I think we just do a straight up a shield for ADF. His ADF was pretty low actually. Yeah. So the situation's not optimal with quartz at the moment, but that's just fine. That's half the fun. Get him better. Maybe I'll go home and take a nap. I wonder why eating makes me so sleepy. It's your body, man. It's gotta process the food and divert its resources. Whoa. I was up all night during the martial arts competition. Also, I could score 2 of the best seats for me and Patty. Part of me's happy to do something for her, but I wonder if I'm just feeding into her selfishness. I feel like I'm being pulled by the strings more than ever before. Oh, poor Ralph. I wonder who'd come out on top in a match between Captain Schwartz and Brigadier General Bright. Ooh, this is a toughie. Time to do some research. Naturally, all I'll have to do is sweet-talk my husband into scouting out one of the Army's training sessions. Oh no, you're being used, dude. Still, hard to beat General Bright. He's a man. He's a myth. He's a legend. Now, looking at the map, we have checked out everything but the bar. How could I? Let's stop by for some lunch before we hit up West Block, I think. It's Liberal News. Just between you and me, I petitioned the Queen and asked her to pardon Colonel Richard. It's been a while since the coup, and I've thought about it a lot, but I just can't believe that the Colonel is just some villain. I'm sure she'll listen to you, Spencer. Welcome to the Sunnybell Inn. Huh? Are you Olivier? The guy I asked to perform on the piano a while back? Indeed. It's been a while. What are you doing here today? Oh, say not such cruel words. The bittersweet few days I spent here with you. To a lonely traveling performer, they were truly a single ray of light illuminating an eternal dark. So, unable to forget you, I have returned like a migrating bird seeking the warmth of the sun. Same as always. If you don't have anything else to do, I wonder if I could ask you to play the piano again. Haha, but of course. Alright, let's get to it. Pling plong, pling plong. Good tune. Olivier, if you're lacking anything to do, mind giving the piano a spin? Alright. Yep,
Colonel Richard, I don't think he's bad through and through either. Just, a bit of mind control, a bit of just... He's real strong. He's just a fanboy. He's just a dad fanboy. It's just weird. But that South Block checked out. Let's freaking go. Hey, Gus.
So that building is Liberal News Service then?
Oh, she went straight past Olivier and Zin. I was hoping she would get caught. I wonder if Princess Claudia will make an appearance at the signing ceremony. I think it'd be far more visually pleasing than having Duke Dune in there at the very least. I don't see Princess Claudia at many public events though.
Yeah, she should be at more public events, spitting on the people, asserting her dominance, just like Duke Dunan said.
Oh, hold on. I always need to start with you. Isn't there some nice man out there somewhere? And then... Oh, there are good men. We simply aren't finding them. Yeah. Bum 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 bum. Connor!
The date of the signing for the non-aggression pact Queen Alicia has been promoting is approaching. As a citizen of Liberal, I can certainly understand the ideal behind the pact. Enjoy the croissant, my dudes. With rebuilding the royal army and preparing for the signing ceremony, seems like government officials sure are busy. Conversely, peaceful life's return for the citizens. Really reminds me that I'm no longer in the royal service. Mind, I feel bad for my former co-workers.
You're cooking up the best curry in town. Be proud of that.
Apparently some people use these sewers for training. Right now we're only letting bracers on monster hunts through though.
Yeah, we can postpone that monster. There's nothing urgent about it. The more I think about it, the more I realize that I'm the one at fault. I could have taken a stand against my husband's reckless behavior all this time, but I kept letting it slide. You know what? I don't care if they call me the wife from hell. I'll put an end to his ludicrous ways if it's the last thing I do.
Alright, to be continued. Now then, let's stop by. Duncan's probably at the harbor. Yes. Let's see, Garo is here. A while back, my wife and I went on a pilgrimage to all the chapels and cathedrals in Liberal. Turns out she just wanted to go shopping for all the latest trends in every region. Anyway, Archbishop Kuron suggested that I put together a journal detailing my pilgrimage, so here I am. Not much of a writer, but what the hey, I'll give it a shot.
What the hey? That's a fun expression. I like it. I tend to avoid, just straight up swear words. I like making my way around them in fun ways, and what the hey is kind of good. All right. For all my husband's dislike of bracers, he certainly speaks of them quite a lot recently. Perhaps it's Cassius's influence, as shocking as that would be. Yeah, go dad. The good sir's changed a bit. Maybe it's my imagination, but he seems to smile more than I'm accustomed to seeing. That's so great. And let's stop by... Your name was... it was like... Ree-Ann. Ah, yes. I met a girl in a white dress a little while ago at the cathedral. I wish I could have played with her. Aw, that's great. Could have played hide and seek. Or other fun activities. Hey, Peter, what's up?
During the coup d'etat, General Morgan's granddaughter, Rianne, was kidnapped. Taking a little girl as a hostage. Those intelligence division guys sure are a bunch of cowards. Yeah. I see those Fisherman's Guild guys going fishing at the harbor a lot. I wonder what they catch around here. The big fish. Big fish. At the cathedral. Now close your eyes and fold your hands over your heart.
No, I don't want to pray. Never!
Alright. The solemnity. The solemn atmosphere of the cathedral truly hits one in the heart. Perhaps I should come to the cathedral more often, as the priests and sisters advise. Man, it is a reading trial. I hope that the non-aggression pact means we can be friends with the peoples of the Republic and the Empire. Goddess of the sky, give us your guidance.
Wow, what an incredible glass window.
They called them stained glass. Wow.
Father Kevin, dispatched from the high seat, is quite the odd one. He's rather frivolous for holy man, giving me ample cause for concern. Perhaps many of the traveling priests are like him.
I think he's one of a kind.
This cathedral has been affiliated with the Liberal royal family for many years. We accepted our role in the signing ceremony as part of that. However, the church is ultimately neutral. All we can really do is pray to the goddess and watch over the proceedings.
I remember last time we stopped by, he was saying something like, oh, he told me about you, and I didn't piece it together then, but he's probably talking about Kevin, right? Not long ago, I met the traveling priest, Father Kevin. I've heard from the Archbishop that the work of a traveling priest is quite difficult. But judging by Father Kevin's demeanor, I don't get that impression at all. Perhaps it's easier than I thought. He's a casual dude. Alrighty, speaking of casual dudes, let's hit up Liberal News. Hey, welcome to the Liberal News Service. If you have business with the reporters, please go to the editorial room on the second floor. Will do. Who's there? I run the culture column, so I don't have a super tight schedule like some of the people above me. But the flip side of that is, I get used hard to help out with other things, so it's not easy. If anything, I'm so busy, it's kind of depressing.
Oh, Estelle.
Hey, Chief. It's been a while.
What do you need today, Business with Niall?
Yeah, got some questions on some guild business. Is he back from Ruan yet?
Yeah, he's back, but I think he stepped outside to do some coverage.
Ah, figures. He always does seem pretty busy.
Well, that's our job after all. Don't know where he is, but I heard he'll be back by the evening.
Okay, got it. Thanks. It seems we should start somewhere else.
Yes, this can probably be the last place we visit.
I see. Clever design right there. But you guys said I could go anywhere. You lied to me. If I'll be writing the article about the signing ceremony, I guess I should go cover things at the villa. The weather's just about perfect, so I bet a walk along the Urbe scenic route would be nice. Ooh. Yes, casual stroll along the Urbe scenic route, get mauled in like 6.2 seconds by an unseen monster jumping from a bush. That's my idea of a good Friday afternoon. We're back at the port. Man, this is an interesting place. Here we go. I want to see the gulls more than the fish. But I guess gulls don't swing by lakes, do they? Hey, are there any fishies? Watching their faces light up from something as simple as bringing them to the harbor is something else. Doesn't hurt that it's so cheap too. Did I look out or what? I honestly, this kind of embarrassing. I didn't consider the fact that this is a lake. I was thinking ocean for a while, but let's look at the map. This is Valeria Lake right here. Yeah, this ain't salt water. What am I thinking?
Which warehouse should we start with, I wonder? Well, all I can do is keep my cool and do what I can.
All right, that's vague. Thank you. What we got here? Larry. Just between you and me, I wanted to work at the airship company. But it's impossible. It's really competitive over there. I never stood a chance. I don't have the guts. No, you do. Believe in yourself. Yeah, it's so much easier to root for others than it is to root for yourself.
It's pretty nice to be able to do some fishing between jobs.
Yeah. Get that fish? Hey, you Faye look-like. Worker. Your work is just so inspiring.
Hey, feels nice getting complimented like that. Still, gotta be strict when showing newbies to ropes.
I see a romance in the workplace blossoming. Don't think I don't see it. Alrighty. Let's stop by the office and...
Alright, once I'm done with this, I think I'll take a break. Our bodies are capital, so resting's an important part of the job.
That's good. Take care of yourself, man. Hey, what is his name? From Ruan, the gambling, the hopeless man, Felio? Felio. I dragged my wife along pretty hard on that casino vacation. But me dragging her around is nothing new. Thinking about it, I've been nothing but trouble for my wife. Okay, so both him and the wife are like coming to terms with how they want things to be going forwards.
Let me try that again. Our receptionist's a newbie, but he's been busting his butt as much as us veterans.
Yeah. I believe it. Okay. Deeper. We're going deeper in the harbor. I gotta know if the girl has found her way home or if she's still out here. singing Blink 182 lyrics. She might be.
Whew, what a day.
Girl. Wait. Girl. Oh, I lost her? Well, she's not here. Okay. Let's see if she found her way back.
Goods are all being transported by airship these days, so the number of empty warehouses kept adding up. And having nothing but empty warehouses is a waste of space and maintenance fees, right? So we put our heads together and came up with the warehouse rental business. We rent out to civilians, of course, but also the Royal Army.
That's pretty smart. Oh. Yep. Your mom was just here, wasn't she?
Mama, I'm over here.
Oh, no. You see her? She's top left. All right. No good. The door is tightly closed. All right. Let's go. Let's go to the loiterer. I see you.
When something bad happens, I like to come here and relax. You have a place like that too, right?
A place like that? I don't know. Just the entire city's where I relax. I love walking around, seeing the sights, talking to the people.
Oh, my stomach's so full. I should have left it at one lunch today.
What? You would... Second lunch? What are you, a hobbit? I'm coming right now, so just wait there. Don't move. I bet you 50 mira. By the time we come, they're in two different places yelling at each other still. All right. Now then. Here we got the ship. There's Duncan.
Once one problem solved, the next one crops right up. If it's the same thing again and again at my job, it's the same thing again and again at my job. With any job, really. Never quite goes how you want. I like to think of each new problem as a new puzzle to solve. Keeps my job interesting.
That's a good attitude.
This boat's always in great shape. Just as it should be. No one puts their heart into these boats more than me.
I'm glad.
I love this workplace. Who wouldn't want to stare out into Valeria Lake every day?
Yeah, look at this. I bet I could fish here. I'm gonna make up for the catastrophe that was the previous fishing time. Saltwater fishing. No, let's Pisces heart and then red flies. Come on, bring it. I have no idea what fish are here or what bait to use, but I'm just going. I'm an angler. Check it out. Someone take the angler title from me. Sure, but look, shrimp. How can I not? There must be some fish here, right? I'm just not using the right bait. Come on. Come on. We got a fish! Oh, I mean, it's a crab. Guess even asking for a fish is too much. Still, though, what's up here?
Simply put, boats are better because you can fit more stuff in them. Airships may be convenient, but there's a limit to how many goods you can put on them with their current performance. You just can't go wrong with boats.
He likes his boats.
The wind off Valeria Lake is quite pleasant.
Airships are nice, but the boats just exude a special sense of wonder.
Indeed. All right, I think that only leaves this one. Oh, and you. Just being here makes me feel like I become a man of the sea. How about it? Pretty handsome, huh? No comments? And you, mister.
Our job involves standing up all year long. Can't really do it without real strong hips.
Oof. Job where you stand up, huh? I imagine you build the stamina, but man, he's standing for 5 minutes and I'm like, chair, please. With that, we are zooming on back. We've checked out the harbor. You never know. We got to figure out how the quest line ends with the mom and the girl. We're back in West Block. So Niall's out at the moment. Of course he is. Always looking for the best new scoop. Let's go North Block so we can go to the castle. And let's stop you there. Busy, busy, busy. Okay, next delivery is to the East Block. Go, Becker. Go get 'em. Now then. How's the woman in here? Norch. May I have your ear for a moment? I actually just received the rank of Master Fisher from the Fisherman's Guilds. Now I can be counted alongside people like Lloyd. You know Lloyd, don't you? He's a wonderful fisherman. Once my husband comes back from the castle, I'm gonna positively rub his face in this. Oh, I will. Yeah, you go show him. Doubting you, taking you for granted. Who's the master angler now? And then it's you, Noel. It feels like people from the Erebonia and Culvert embassies have been in and out of the castle a lot these days. Maybe it's because of the signing ceremony. A non-aggression pact almost sounds too good to be real, but it is. It's actually happening. Yeah, we'll make sure of that. Alrighty. Maybe I should go visit the castle. Maybe you should. Oh, how worrisome. Yeah, so Fritz is worried about the threat letter. That makes sense. I like that they foreshadowed that with the previous interaction. I'd completely forgotten. Bum 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 bum. Someone has to be staying here. Where's Agate, by the way? He should be working one of the locations, or maybe he's just like always in between, so we never meet him. That's all right. I'm not gonna cramp Agate's style here. I'm gonna do my own work. I'm fairly sure my own work did not involve talking to everybody in the city, but you know. There have been all sorts of rumors flying around about the Queen being ill, but she's quite well, I assure you. It's true that she's been running herself ragged cleaning up after the coup d'etat and preparing for the signing ceremony, though. I'll be right there to support her in any way I can. Even the slightest delay in the signing ceremony is unacceptable. We'll meet the Queen today, actually, now that I think about it. That's gonna be... I hope we will, at least. I suppose the way to get him some energy is to make him a really great meal. I guess we just gotta try a few things and see what sticks. Alright, it's usually a daughter downstairs, but now she's here. We're gonna have top-grade beefsteak today to cheer up Dad, apparently. Mom sure is being awfully sweet to Dad. Yeah, I'm not sure he deserves it. Oh, I smell something good! It's like a reality show in there. Every time I come in, there's a new episode on. Alright, that's North Block. Short and sweet, but we got...
The fanciful castle, yes, quite.
I took a tour of the castle. It was beautiful! Miss Julia, my idol, how on earth can I meet you? I guess sneaking into the grounds on a tour is the best way.
Yes. Now, where to go next?
The wind here feels amazing.
Oh, the fish seem to be swimming along quite cheerily. If only I brought my fishing rod.
Well, if only. All right.
Good day, Your Highness. Please don't overwork yourself, my lady.
Hello, Dan. Hello, Alex. Don't worry, I'm fine. Estelle and I have some business in the castle to attend to. Could you let us pass, please?
Of course, Your Highness. By your command, my lady.
Wow.
Huh. Only slightly popular, isn't she? Think I'm starting to get why that Duke guy is so jealous.
Now entering ladies Kloe and Estelle and their entourage. Open the gates! Almost did a slip there. You almost shouted to half a Grancel that the princess is actually Kloe in disguise. Please come in. Please come in.
Thank you, you two. Well, Estelle, welcome back to my house, as it were. Come on in. Thanks.
Let's freaking go. Please enter. Please enter.
All right, if you insist. Grancel Castle. Okay, time to nose around the castle a bit. So, obviously we should talk to Queen Alicia, both to ask about the letter and just say hi, but let's see, who else? Julia's gone, right?
Yes, she's currently at Leisten Fortress, overseeing the refitting of the Arse.
Well, that's going to make things a bit harder on us. She probably could have given us a lot of help with this mess.
Who else could we confer with, I wonder? With Julia absent, I think our best bet is Hilda, at least concerning Ren's parents. If the Haywards have ever visited the castle, she would know.
Yeah, Hilda kind of seems to have some sort of castle sense about these things. So where would we find him, you think?
Grandmother should be in her chambers at this hour. And Hilda, if she isn't in the maid's room, they can tell us where she is at least.
Good idea. Maid's room and the Queen's chambers. Off we go! Ah, yes.
At the moment, Captain Schwartz of the Royal Guard is away. Welcome to Grancel Castle.
Oh, the maid quarters? Go straight ahead for a while and you'll see a big entrance. The door to the right of that is the entrance to the maid quarters.
You mean right here? Straight ahead for a while? Alright. I can dig that. That means we go everywhere but that. In here, people are trying to clean up the mess from the intelligence division.
My duties are slowly normalizing, but I'm still quite busy. As ever, there are still many inquiries from the citizenry about the coup d'etat. I'm in charge of various kinds of reparations, but there's just a mountain of problems to get through. I'm sorry, Tukur. I imagine my wife's enjoying non-stop fishing by now. At this rate, not only am I going to be worthless as a man, but my position as her husband will be in danger. Alright, if I just train in secret, I'm sure I could catch up to my wife.
What do you mean the position as your husband is in danger? Dude, she's going fishing. Dude, calm down.
We're still cleaning up after the coup d'etat. Right now, I'm investigating the intelligence division's budgets and their real expenses. From the looks of it, there are signs the budget was manipulated. Where could this money have gone to? Oh boy. That's not good, considering who was pulling the strings.
Alright, this is the room we could never go, but now we can hang out here.
To think that the already state-of-the-art Arcee can go even further. I wonder what kind of ship it'll become. I'm afraid Captain Schwartz isn't here right now. She's currently stationed at Leisten Fortress for the changing of the Arcee's engine.
Yeah, she's training with Dad, getting her butt kicked, but learning a couple of cool tricks in the process.
I mean, I get my butt kicked by Cassius too, so it's not like I'm not judging her. Just stating facts. Let's go. Once we closed that door leading into the sewers, we finally stopped getting so many rats in our storehouse.
Right! Yeah, that was hinted at in first chapter, right?
Really, the nerve they had to chew on food that people put so much effort to bring in. Nasty, nasty little creatures.
Oh, dude, look at this. Look at this bread! All they have at like the guard posts in this game is like square bread. This is round. Shiny. Oh.
The head cook is incredible. It's crazy how many recipes that guy knows. Maybe I can get him to teach me a few.
Why, Your Highness Claudia, I see you are most well today. May I ask what brings you to my humble kitchen?
We're looking for the maid's quarters. I know where the maid's quarters are. Let's... Oh! Gotcha. You were... Nage.
What is it? I'm very sorry, but I'm busy cleaning here.
Sorry to disturb you. Let's go.
Shea, Miss Estelle. And Miss Claudia? Mr. Zin too? Pardon me. It's been quite some time.
Oh, it sure has.
Yeah, reminds me of you lent me your maid uniform, Shea.
Oh, Estelle as a maid.
Yeah, it was to meet with the Queen. Oh, and Joshua had to wear one too. Shea did her magic on his face with her makeup. She was all pumped up to do it.
Oh my. Thank you very much. Joshua, who once played the role of Princess Cecilia, so perfectly also portrayed a maidservant. Oh, noble endeavors both. I am sure it must have been quite beauteous to behold. I regret all the more I could not attend the Duke's banquet. Oh, right, Shea. Do you know where Hilda is? I believe Mistress Hilda is in the library. As I recall, she said she had something to look up.
The library. Got it. Alrighty. So, nothing in the back? Cool beans, cool beans. I know where the library's at. So with that, we've checked out this floor. Let's go one floor up. Let's check the audience hall first. What's up in here?
It's such a relief that the Duke's staying over in the villa.
After all, the Duke was always staring at people with these lecherous, dirty eyes. Ugh. Yeah. That's the Duke for ya. You might think him an innocent man eating donuts and reading comic books, but he's not.
Oh well, time to start cleaning the guest rooms. Once I'm done with the guest rooms, it's off to help tidy the library.
Not if I tidy it first. Got some business in there with Hilda. I'm trying to conjure up their voices subconsciously. I considered making some sort of overview. I made a spreadsheet with like the characters, and like I began thinking of having sound snippets for their voices, but I don't think it's that precarious. What matters is that everybody's slightly unique from each other, and other than that, we're just gonna let the voices evolve as we go on.
Castle blueprints, the 7 treasures, the full details of the 100 Days' War. I was asked by Your Highness to compose a list of the books removed by the Intelligence Division. I wonder what they were investigating. A curious selection. Hum.
Oh yeah, he doesn't know what we know. But you, Hilda, it's good to see ya.
Princess Claudia, and Miss Estelle too. Hello, Hilda. I'm sorry if I startled you, but I just got back. Hi, Hilda. Sorry I've been out of touch. It's quite all right. I am glad to see you well. I understand the princess has been assisting you, Estelle. I'm very glad to see the two of you home safe. Aw, Hilda. You're embarrassing Estelle, Hilda. Speaking of helping Estelle, though, I've returned partially to inquire about something the guild is investigating. Could we ask you a few questions, Hilda? If I can be of assistance, ask me anything. I think there may be a few too many onlookers to speak here, however. Let us borrow a guest room.
Good thinking.
Yes, I see. You're attending to the investigation of that letter we received, then? I take it you want to know if I have any idea who the sender might be. That's it exactly. We're investigating all the locations that received letters to see if we can ferret out some clues. Well, firstly, thank you for your efforts. Just receiving that letter was unsettling. I'm afraid I can be of little aid in naming suspects, however. The only thing I can say with confidence is that it's not the work of anyone in this castle. Yeah, we kind of figured that one. Who was the letter here addressed to, out of curiosity? No less a person than Her Majesty herself. I check all the letters addressed to the Queen, so I know the contents of the letter. Believe me, if I could lay hands on the rude fool who wrote that.
Oh, pardon me. I was wondering, were there any other suspicious letters delivered to the castle recently? Ones critical of royal decisions, for example.
Well, Hilda, please help us for my sake, if no one else's. We need as much information as we can in order to make a judgment. Very well. There have been several letters delivered with no indication as to their senders. They were not particularly critical of royal decisions per se. They were largely petitions to reduce or annul Colonel Richard's sentence. I suspect at least some are from citizens of Grancel, but the rest I cannot be sure on. People want Colonel Richard freed? No less than expected of the man who once strove to be my rival. His popularity endures, even after his capture and shaming. The colonel was very skilled and competent, and everyone knows that. It isn't unusual at all to see people regret losing him.
I would personally bet on those letters not being related to our little threat. Requesting something of the royal hand is one thing. Trying to force it to do something is a whole different thing altogether.
Well, still, even knowing the letters exist helps. Oh, one more thing, Hilda. I wanted to ask about something else.
Estelle asked Hilda about the Hayworths.
Harold Hayworth, a trader from Crossbell. Yes, I remember him. Say what? Is he an acquaintance of yours, Hilda? Not as such. He asked for a tour of the castle interior a few days ago. I happened to be otherwise unoccupied, so I showed him about. His wife and daughter were with him as well. Really? Hey! Alas, this provides us with little clue as to where the Hayworths may have gone. Yes, my apologies. There was something that bothered me, however. What would that be? Their child greatly enjoyed the tour. However, her parents felt as though they were barely even present throughout the entire thing. They seemed even-tempered and normal enough when they spoke to me, but when combined with your story, I wonder if they were under strain.
Not able to pay attention after coming to see a place as a tourist. Sounds like something was on their minds, all right?
Yes, it seems likely they were in some kind of trouble even then. This may give us a clue as to where they went. Thank you very much, Hilda. I think this gave us some good leads. I'm glad I could be of help. Oh, Princess. You'll be staying here in the castle tonight, I trust. And if your friends lack accommodations... Bah! I had intended to stay here while in Grancel, yes, but, you know. Well, how about it, everyone? I believe they will want me to remain at the Erebonian embassy this eve. I do appreciate the offer, however.
Yeah, and I got what's basically a permanent room at the Calvardian embassy. Thanks, but I think I've got to decline this time.
I should probably ask Agate and Tita before committing to anything. We've got Ren, too. That's true. It sounds like she loves the castle. I shall keep the rooms ready in case you wish to stay. Thanks, Hilda. Thank you, Hilda. Not at all. I must return to the maid quarters. Please, let me know if you need anything else. If you'll pardon me. Aw, I really like Hilda. Okay, so we still need to meet with the Queen. She should be in her chambers, right? Yes, I'd be surprised if she isn't. Let us not keep her waiting, then. Alright, let's walk a familiar path, relive old trauma. But here we go. I don't think we're gonna meet anybody in these rooms here, but maybe a maid, maybe she has a stray comment. So Ren's already been to see the castle. I really like how they're setting up the parents. It's coming back to me what the whole deal is, but the fact that they're absent and under strain and a little just, you know, not there, very preoccupied. Oh, I'm excited to see it develop. Hey, Mr. Bartender Man.
Why, Your Highness Claudia, welcome home. Would you like something? I would be happy to prepare some tea.
It's rude not to answer, Princess Claudia. She just walks off. Just awkwardly walking off without replying. That's my headcanon, at least. Okay. There is actually something fun one can do up on the roof here. I just want to have a little walk around, see if anybody's here in particular. Talk to the people. Make proclamations. From now on, every Friday is give food to Estelle Day. And every Saturday will from here on be Strega Saturdays. If you do not wear Stregas, the guillotine will be brought forth. Amen. Ah, hello.
Why, Lady Claudia? If you're looking for Her Majesty, the Queen, she's currently resting in her room.
Ah.
Please pass through.
Alright, so just the two of you up here? Alright. Let's freaking go then. I suppose nobody's staying here. These are Claudia's chambers. Feels weird to call you Claudia. But again, you're Kloe with us. That's your casual name. Alright, let's freaking go. Well, Queen? Oh, of course, she's scenic view on the balcony. Of course, it had to be. Ah, you've finally arrived. Huh? Grandmother? Scree! Buh? Sick? There's been a lot of buh from you today, Estelle. I see. Sieg was being thoughtful, wasn't he? Yes, he let me know you were coming. Welcome home, Claudia. And Estelle, you are always welcome so long as I remain queen. Your father explained everything not long after you left the train. It pains me to know you carry such a burden. Oh, thank you very much, Your Majesty. Still, I know what I gotta do, and Kloe's been a huge help. so I'm okay. Don't worry. I see. Your soul has gained new steel since we met last, Estelle. Mr. Vothek and Mr. Lenheim, both of you, of course, are also welcome in my home. Let us retire to my chambers. I shall have some tea prepared.
Yes, please.
So you've come about the letters. I wasn't aware they had been sent to the cathedral and the embassies as well. Your fears are not groundless. It is difficult to think of such lengths as a mere childish prank. Yes, Your Highness. That's why we're trying to talk to people affiliated to the case, to see if we can find some clues. Grandmother, do you have any idea who might be responsible? Especially someone within Liberl. Claudia, what do you think? Me? As a possible heir, your thoughts should daily be on the forces moving within our nation. Would you share your opinion with me? Very well. I don't believe there is any force in the country which is truly opposed to the pact. I've heard in various places, however, that following the coup, some of our extreme right-wing citizens are feeling very concerned. Their frustrations might be at the root of these letters. Maybe. Very good. My opinion is more or less the same. Sorry, but I don't quite follow. Colonel Richards was not the only man who approved of the idea of expanding and empowering our military. In the wake of the failed coup, however, the matter is effectively untouchable. I can only imagine all who share his mindset are quite dissatisfied and worried for our safety. Okay, so you think the letters are from believers in military control and expansion? Like the intelligence division guys still on the run? That would be the short of it, yes. If that is the case, then I would say I bear the responsibility for this as much as they. It was my beliefs that led them to take such action in the first place, after all. Grandmother? I don't know. I don't think they have the right to be all, blar, let's threaten people and be scary because we're sore losers. No, there are a few things more precious than the freedom to express oneself, Estelle. Remember, even those who promote military empowerment and a war footing do so out of a love for Liberl and its people. I have as much right to express that idea as any of us have ours. And listening to all such opinions and choosing how to guide the country, that is a ruler's responsibility.
Though in that case, I rather doubt they'll actually try to stop the ceremony, yes?
Assuming the letter is from the expansionists, yes, that's quite possible. With Colonel Richard under arrest, they have little power with which to act. The problem lies with the idea that someone else may be responsible. If that is the case, then I fear I can offer you little advice or knowledge. Aw, rats.
Queen Alicia, if I may broach a question.
Of course, Olivier. Whatever you wish.
Why are you so determined to act upon this non-aggression pact now? Your own country is still deeply confused and unsettled from the coup attempt. Most rulers would think this is a time to focus solely on one's own country, not the affairs of others.
Olivier, you are talking to a queen, you know. It's all right, Estelle. Olivier has a point. The plans and proposals for the pact, however, far predate the coup. Further delays would only harm the dignity of the nation. The crossbell issue is causing a great deal of friction again as well, and I hope this can help.
Crossbell? That's where Ren's from, isn't it?
Yes, it lies due northeast of here, over the Crone Mountains and directly between Erebonia and Calvert. Both the Republic and Empire claim it should be part of their governments, and some crossbellans want total independence. It's quite a mess.
Crossbell's basically a fishbone stuck in two throats at once. All the issues surrounding it just get called the crossbell problem.
And, fun facts,
the next game after the Trails trilogy, or the Trails in the Sky trilogy, is Trails from Zero and Trails to Azure, which are both set in Crossbell. So it's really fun to start getting some idea of what Crossbell's like. I see. Boy, no wonder people get worked up about it then.
Ah, so your aim is to pluck out the bone with this pact then?
To continue the analogy, it is not a bone that can be removed in one gesture, sadly. If I can open a way to resolve the issue, however, yes. Laying the groundwork for resolving that issue will strengthen peace across the entire region, and people will remember Liberl spurred it on.
I have underestimated you even more than I previously thought. Our invasion of Liberl was far more of a fool's errand than I'd even imagined. That much, at least, is painfully obvious to me now.
What are you going on about?
Oh, wait. Crossbell. Ren. Duh. Sorry to change the subject, Your Majesty, but... Estelle asked Queen Alicia about Ren's parents.
My goodness. A child abandoned at the royal villa? I must instruct Raymond to keep me better informed, it seems.
I know it's a shot in the dark, but I don't suppose you have any idea where they might be, Your Majesty?
No, I'm very sorry, but I do not. However, if they visited the castle, especially recently, Hilda would know of it. Have you spoken with her?
Yeah, we did.
Hilda only said they were behaving a little strangely.
I see. Well, should you wish, I can contact Mayor McDowell and the Crossbell government. If that would help, ask whenever you need.
Oh, thanks!
Grandmother, thank you for all your help. We need to move on, unfortunately. But,
Don't be nervous. I know what you wish to say, I think. You will be staying in the castle tonight, yes? Let us speak then, once you are no longer busy.
all right.
Oh, that was lovely. Still no closer to the Ren mystery, though. Or the threat letter mystery, to be fair.
My goodness, such royalty. I would say she's the only person on the continent with that sense of balance.
Yeah, sort of feels weird to say coming from a democracy, but she's the perfect ruler. I kinda envy Liberl, to be honest.
Of course. She's the queen, after all. Kloe? What's wrong?
Oh, it's nothing. I was just struck again by how incredible a woman Grandmother is. I really doubt I can ever live up to her.
Oh.
Princess? When did Her Majesty the Queen take the throne?
Oh, she was 20, if I recall correctly.
And may I ask your age?
I'm 16, but what...
My point. I truly doubt Her Majesty was a master politician the day she took the throne. And you are not even as old as she was when she first donned the purple. I see little point in comparing yourself to her as she is now. Wouldn't you agree?
We martial artists tend to say that only those with the proper capacity can achieve this thing called unity of purpose. Even those with the greatest innate skill, like, say, Walter, only reach their peak through a journey of 1,000 steps. I think Her Majesty believes you have the capacity to get there, Princess. Just take it one step at a time. Don't worry.
Olivier, Zin, thank you, really.
Good job, you two. Kloe's gonna be an awesome queen someday. I guess you get good with pep talks as you get older, huh?
Get older? How rude! I'm a fresh, youthful 25. 5 years younger than Zin here, even.
Ever want to call out someone on being rude, Olivier?
Well, anyway, we've spoken to Hilda and Grandmother both.
Yep, back to town then, I guess.
Yes, let's be off.
Not before I say hello to the queen.
Thanks to Cassius's tireless service, the royal army is well on its way to being rebuilt.
Choose the best path and then walk it. To put it into words is simple, but nothing is harder than putting it into practice. He is one of the few who knows how to walk such paths. I am sure he'd dearly love to spend his days living peacefully with you, Estelle. I must never lose sight of being a queen worthy of loyalty like your father's.
Indeed. Wow. She really looks up to Dad, huh? That's great. Well, that's the castle all checked out. There is one thing, a fun thing that I glossed over here, which I think is worth pointing out. Sorry, Queen, coming through. You know, I bet I could fish here. Let's go. All right, I'm gonna get myself something good here. I'm gonna use the crab. Here we go. No idea if this is gonna work. Please work. Don't make me look a fool. I have 23 subscribers now. I don't want it. Come on. Oh, did it! Oh, we got a carp. That's great. Nice. All right, I've proved myself. Now, let's leave this castle. Okie dokie. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Alex. We are moving on. North block, south block, west block, all done. Which means we got east block. Let's go. This is also going to be one of the bigger blocks for us to do because if we remember, we have a bit of a quest. We have the missing exhibit. A bit ago, one of our exhibits was removed by someone. So we got to go talk to the museum director about that. And yeah, it doesn't really hurt to start that up now. Sure. Yeah, let's just do that now. We could postpone it, but I believe checking out the embassies is going to progress today and all. So let's just go here. Lately, even the museum head and the curator seem to be very busy. I hope they don't fall ill. Aw. Oh, dude, Jimmy! I handed over that thing to the museum director. Apparently, they're looking into whether or not it's something the museum can hold on to, so I'm having a wander while they check it out. Ah, yes. I don't know why we were just like, yeah, dude, powerful artifacts? Dude, Jimmy gotta have this one. The Great Collapse that was the trigger to the destruction of the Sumerian culture. Perhaps it has something to do with the towers. Ooh, spooky. Hello, Director.
Hello there. How can I help you?
Better yet, how can we help you? We're with the Bracer Guild, sir.
Oh, excellent. I was hoping someone would come soon. Let's waste no time getting down to business.
Yes. Yeah, sure. So, what was stolen?
How about that? You notice anything off here?
Off? It's the airship gallery, right? Hey, now that you mention it, something seems to be missing. You're right, Estelle. There was a portrait of the Arcé on this wall, as I recall. Now that you mention it, Kloe, I do remember something like that being here. How could I forget? I saw the portrait myself while touring the capital.
Guess we know why you called us now. The portrait of the Arcé was stolen, wasn't it? Precisely that. It was there this morning, but around noon or so I noticed that it was gone. This card was on the wall in its place.
Oh. Ah, snap, here we go again.
O beauteous princess, and her loyal companions, the image of the proud white falcon has fallen into my hands. Should you seek it, then answer my challenge. The first key is in the residence of the aged general. Search the onlooker of time.
Him. Again.
Our rivalry burns brighter still.
Yeah, sounds like Phantom Thief Blue Blanc, alright. You guys told me about him. I thought you were exaggerating. You already know who this criminal is? Oh, that's what I call reassuring. I have every confidence that you'll crack this case.
We won't let you down. We'll be back before you know it.
Ah, it's more Phantom Thief B. Oh, is that Tita? Is that Ren? This is great.
Ah, Estelle. The spinning wheel's really simple, but it condensed a lot of different inventions into it. The person who created this is pretty incredible, huh? I want to invent something like this someday.
And she's gotten started.
Tita always gets this weird look in her eyes when she sees a machine. Is she always like this?
Sorry, that's pretty much her default setting. Yeah. That's alright. That's just her thing. Let's go landing ports. So, the District of the Aged General. Pretty certain we can say that's West Block. So we gotta keep that in mind when we're next there. Welcome! Persons wishing to obtain tickets, please come to the reception desk. Ah, yes. Reminds me, when I was here last time, I bought a newspaper. We gotta read that sometime. Emphasis on sometime. I plan on opening a tour company together with the airship company. I proposed Bose for my first stop after visiting it the other day, and the company approves. I'll be deciding the details of the tour now. Alright, Hart is doing some deals. It was pretty insane after the coup d'etat. We had to deal with cleaning up after the fact and also renormalize operation of the liners. Just remembering day after day of leftover work brings tears to my eyes. Yeah, you never catch a break, do ya, Filder? It's true the company's a bit troubled after receiving that threat letter. I hope you don't end up with another situation that causes trouble for our passengers. I'm curious, do you sell anything other than the newspaper? It's just a newspaper. I've heard the earthquakes are over. Should read more about it in the liberal news.
Alden, where did my beloved Arcee go? I've come this far, and I'll chase it to the ends of the earth until I find where it is.
You have to break into the licensed fortress, and I don't recommend it. You'll be shot on sight if the liberal military can hit the target, that is. It seems the Republic will let me buy one of their liner ships, but now we're having a hard time coming to an agreement with them on price. That woman's supposed to be the Republican ambassador, but she seems more like a businesswoman. Yeah, I got that impression too from our little talk. Tiffany.
It's a little sad without the Arcee around. I wonder if Peyton will come back soon.
There's no one to really compete with here, and when it's just being the chief engineer.
I forgot to file the maintenance checklist. I've got to hurry and write it up.
Dude, you're a walking disaster, Carnero. But, you're hard to hate. Let's zoom back on to the East Block. Now, we got some embassy business. I'm considering if we maybe do that in the next one, since we're already past the 1 hour mark, at least for me recording. So I think we're just going to talk a little bit around here, and then, yeah, that's the plan. I haven't seen Kurt of the Bracer Guild lately. I wonder if he's off in some other region. Kurt is very popular for his politeness. Just his politeness? Kurt's a good-looking guy.
A black-haired soldier came out of the embassy just a bit ago. His expression was impassive, but he was so cool.
Hey, Barry, it's the first time we met you. That was probably Mr. Vonder. Hello.
Just visiting the tourist spots doesn't make a trip. Spending time without any plan like this is also a wonderful memory.
Let's all make memories here in the rest area in the East Block, huh? Let's avoid the embassy. I want to go down, talk to the guard down here. Do you have some business in the sewers? I'm sorry, we can't allow you inside for now. That's okay, my dude. Just wanted to check. It's a bit of a curious George.
I'm kind of bored, so maybe I'll go to the Edel department store on my way back.
Oh, now we're talking. What's going on over here? I didn't think it was the off-season for the Grand Arena.
Really, this guy doesn't plan enough.
I'm sorry. And then, of course, we have the Calvardian Embassy over on this side. We got you, who are... Oh, is he going to talk about something other than Julia Schwartz? I'm amazed the Empire agreed to sign the Non-Aggression Pact. Oh, I wonder what kind of magic our queen used. Indeed, the queenly kind. This is the East Block in front of the Calvardian Embassy, so... Oh, the city's so big that it's easy to get lost, so I picked up a map at the department store. Helps to have a map. Let's go get some ice cream. Also, you, Marsha.
This weird old lady's been eyeing me for a while now.
Oh, from Roland.
Yeah, Bloom's on the loose.
I wonder why. Is there something on my face?
No, she's singled you out for her son. Alrighty.
More like, what are we gonna do today? Anyway, why don't we go get some ice cream? That ice cream was delicious.
Now then, perhaps it's time to do some shopping at the department store. Welcome! How about some cold, delicious ice cream? I scream, you scream, we scream. Yay! Mama's back from her job! Jealous, huh? Yeah. My mom's never coming back. I try to meet up with my son whenever I can between flights. I know that I'm making this kid put up with a lot.
Oh, are you the bracers who won the martial arts competition? Oh, I'm so lucky to meet you in a place like this.
I mean, I can sign an autograph, just ask.
With disasters and incidents, one after the other, it seemed like the capital's only just now calmed down. Is what I thought, but next up is the signing ceremony. All of this will make things peaceful. It's more than welcome, though.
Indeed. Well then, I think we should go talk... Anton? This is his spot, right? No, this not. Sorry, I'm on the wrong side. No, wait. Ah, there we go. Here he is.
You sure seem to be yawning an awful lot while I'm trying to pour my heart out to you. If you're a friend, suffer with me.
Good weather today again.
Alright, stopping by Anton for more of his odyssey. Let's go to the Edel department store, talk to the lady herself.
In this season, sales always takes a dive. So I'm definitely not missing out on using a big event like the signing ceremony to boost our intake.
Alright, we're gonna hold a big old pack signing memorial sale. That's great. Oh, Bloom?
I came to the capital to look for a wife candidate for my son. If you know any good girls, introduce them to me. I can't find any really good girls. Any good girls in this corner? No, maybe over here.
Well, come on, Kitty over here. She's great. She knows a lot about tea. Her sister, though, bit of a temper.
Thinking about it, my sister's always been treated the best. It was always me who had to go get the paper in the morning because she had low blood pressure. It was always my job to kill the cockroaches because she was a coward. Why was it always me that got fat when we ate the same snacks when we're twins? None of these are forgivable.
I'm sorry, Meaty. I'll do some business and make you feel better. Yeah. I'm not gonna buy more of the expensive stuff. We got plenty of them for now, so I'm just gonna fill up on some of the other things right here. Some of the easy to get stuff. I probably should be buying more of like the really cheap stuff, but I got lots of maple sugar at least. Just stock up on a couple of things right here. Dude, we've been going through some dragon beans lately. Some peppers, always nice. Getting hungry myself. Some tender whitefish.
Welcome! Good customers, would you like some delicious tea? If you want to know how to make delicious tea, I'd be glad to teach you. Please don't hesitate to ask.
Yeah, we got your tips. Yeah, look, we're back to eating square breads. The bread in the castle, round and shiny. Here, square and opaque.
I need to get my family to eat some vegetables for their health.
Yes, good thinking. Good thinking.
The other day, we went to the Bose market to observe on the direction of the manager. Man, I was worried. I kept wondering if they'd out me as someone in the same industry. The manager just directly asked the people at the stores about their prices. Seems like her hearty attitude really endeared her to the head of the Bose market.
Ooh, cool. Anti-cold helmet. A helmet for using cold environments. Do I care to buy this? I mean, I don't need it for any reason, but it's better than the... I'm just gonna buy it because I can. We've gotten some fun new recipes. I believe the turn-in tempura is a recipe that we can make money off of. If we buy the ingredients, make it, and sell it, we can generate Mira that way. Not as much as in the previous games, which is good. It's a little dodgy that we can do it, but there's still effort involved, so that's good. I'm not really going to be doing it unless we're really strapped for cash, I think.
Oh, so this pot's from the Imperial Middle Ages, huh? It's a good pot.
Yeah, sure, it's a good pot, dude.
I hope that Ruan picks its new mayor soon. Ever since the thing with Mayor Dalmor, distribution with Ruan's been a bit of a mess. There's a lot of procedures that need mayoral approvals. I guess it makes sense.
Wait, hadn't Ruan gotten the new mayor? I thought Niall or someone was saying that he had a scoop like that. Maybe it's... But he hasn't gotten the distributed yet, maybe? That could be. Well. Let's end it here in the East area resting spots. We got more to check out here in the East Block. We got the embassies to see, and we got a bit of a Phantom Thief B mystery to solve. So, tune in next time when that's what we do. Thank you so much for watching. I've been... she's just gonna bump in the back there. That's okay. Thank you so much for watching. I've been your host, Carl, and this has been Trails to Completion.